Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than most of my videos. Have you ever wanted to make your own sample packs, your own loop kits and things like that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. The great thing about sample packs, especially if you are a producer and you don't really sell beats, but you want to make a little income, sample packs are a great way to go because a lot of other producers don't really make things from scratch. So they like to use loops and they'll try and maybe sample your loop and whatnot. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually take your projects, turn these into loops, and then sell these online as loop kits or sample packs. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. On the screen here, you will see that I have a loop already pulled up. Now the drums are in it as well, but I'm not going to be putting the drums into the loop kit itself. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the loop kit, and then you can add, whatever drums or whatever that you want to add to it. But I'll let you hear what this sounds like, and then we'll get right into how we break everything down. Fair enough, simple enough, easy enough. So what I do with these is with all the melodies here. So these four are part of the melody, and I also have an 808 there. But what I do with these is I'll take these and I'll just copy them over, right? So easiest way to do that is just take them like this. Control B, Control B, Control B. You want it 4 times. Control B, because you want to be able to keep the full loop here, and then you want to be able to take just the ones that you need for each one, and now you have that. Now what you want to do is there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can go right into Edison and record it into Edison. Now I don't really do that route, but Edison does have a lot of great tricks in it that you can use as far as tempo syncing and naming it and how to save it and things like that. But I use Edison in this process, but I just don't use it at this part of the process. Something I like to do is I'll just highlight all of these here, and then we'll Control G, and it's gonna make it into its own loop, just like this. You can leave it that way and you can export it, but that's one way to do it. Or you could take these and make them into a single loop like this. These are all just individually, as how they sound individually as a loop. Now, how do we turn these into loops? Well, great question. What you want to do is you can actually go here and then right click on it, and then you can render as an audio clip or render and replace. Something else you could do as far as export this into one loop is you go over to your mixer, and I'll bring mine over here for you. And you want to make sure everything that you want in that loop is on and everything else is turned off. So let's turn that off. And then you go over here, you click this little button here to arm it, and then you just hit Alt R and you export it. So start, and it's going to export everything out as one loop. And this is probably the fastest way to do it, in my opinion, when it comes out as that loop. Now you have it right down here, and this is everything individually still. You can chop it up. What I would do is just chop it up, chop it here, and chop it on each one of those bars. Now, after you have that all chopped up, then you can actually put it in Edison and some other things you could do with it. You can normalize it, you can save it, and all kind of different ways. You want to make them unique, though, because if you try and save this one, you got to realize it's this whole loop. So you can either drag it into Edison. So double click on it, right click, and then open it in audio editor, which is going to bring up Edison. And you can separate these samples, or you can just go here and then hit make unique as sample. And once you make it unique as a sample, it's just that part of the sample. It's not the entire loop. Now, after you turn these into loops, all you have to do now is just save it. You can name it and save it. Something I like to do is I'll go double click on it, then I'll right click here, and then I'll open it in audio editor. This is going to bring up Edison, and now it's just that loop by itself. You go right click on here, you give it the name. So this is going to be the pad, I do believe. Let's see. That's the piano. So we'll go in here, we'll name it piano. And our tempo is 155, so I'll keep it at 155 BPM. And then I'll also add what key it's in, which is C minor here. Then you can take that same thing, copy it, go here and paste it. And then you can go and click tempo sync right here, and then you accept it, and now you can save it. Go in here by save sample as, and all you do now is you just create your the kit name of you can go in create the kit name, or you can kind of create the pack name and then put it in there as that. And so save it however you want to save it, but you'll put it in your kits. And then once you save it like that, you have it. And that is really all it takes to create your own sample loops. And all of these are going to be broken down into, like I said, their own. So you got the full sample here in the first one. Then you have the piano, the pad, I think this is the bass, and then the guitar. So all of that is pretty fair, pretty simple, straightforward, and then you just put those out. So hope you found this helpful. I told you it's going to be a quick video, not much to show here. But if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer those for you as best I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.